I'm Becky Ross, and I am one of the 100 Grannies for a Livable Future. And if you want to know more about us, you can look us up on our website, 100grannies.org. Today I'm going to tell you how I have tried to eliminate plastic from my life. Now, I've got a long ways to go, but I have done some, and I've gotten rid of a lot of things. So I'm just going to start out with the things that I started out with and kind of gradually go along my venture here. The first thing I actually really thought about was bags, because the grannies were doing a ban the bag rally in the Ped Mall downtown, and that first September, this was in 2012, we hadn't started making our own bags or anything yet. We got donations from local businesses that maybe had their business name on it, so it would be advertising for them. And so we had quite a few bags to hand out. So we handed out those bags, but then along in the next few years, one of our grannies had access to fabric. Actually, it's upholstery fabric that was headed for the landfill if somebody didn't use it for something else. And so we got all this beautiful. Now this is just one of them, but there's many fabrics that we've used from them. And these large rolls of fabric were going to the landfill, so we saved that fabric, and we still are making bags. So this was a perfect way to get started on saying no to single-use plastic bags. And then one of the people that donated to us was New Pie, so I always like to give them a little boost. And these are, if you haven't seen these before, these are what they call Chico bags. They fold up into a little pocket that's right inside of the bag. So I think you just stuff it all in there. I usually try to fold mine up neatly, but I know not everybody does that. So those little bags, these can fit in your purse or your pocket, or they have even a little clippy thing here. You can clip them on your purse on the outside or on a belt loop or whatever. So those are very handy. And then my next thought was, well, all the produce bags are plastic. How can I get rid of those? Well, these have been around for a while too. I think maybe back then they were just starting to take hold around here. So I bought some of these, and they wash really easy. They don't weigh anything. So, you put your apples or your whatever, lettuce, whatever you want to put in here. And then when they weigh it, this isn't going to make any difference in the weight of your product. So then I was trying to think of other simple things I could do, and buying things in glass instead of plastic may cost a little bit more, but I thought that's one thing I can do. So I started buying more bulk types of things. I only have popcorn here to show you, but I do rice and nuts, and there's a lot of things you can buy in bulk. And then these are just some other products that come in lots of oils. If you look, you can find glass. I have olive oil in a glass. This is coconut oil, and I'll show you in just a minute what I use that for. It's hard to find mayonnaise in a glass bottle jar, but this is from New Pie, and this is Sir Kensington's classic mayonnaise. It is really good. I love it. So we don't only use that for special things. And then I just try to have a few other extra jars around that I can take with me. Make sure you have go to the checkout first and have them weigh your containers before you buy things in bulk. So you're not paying for the container too. You've already bought that at one point or another. So here, I did invest in a few glass containers, and they do have plastic lids, but I will be using those for a long time. These are smaller ones that are great for just like one serving of something if you have something left over. I hate to throw out a serving of anything, so these are just nice for little little dibs and dabs of things. This was something back in those days, I was going out to lunch on a pretty regular basis, and so I didn't like taking the plastic or styrofoam takeout boxes. So I invested in a couple of stainless steel containers that they do have plastic lids on them again, but again, you'll be using those over and over. And so that's a generous size one for most leftovers. I have another one that's divided up into compartments. And then straws. I saw things about straws online, and I thought, oh, I don't want to use those either. So I found stainless steel straws that you can, I'm not sure where I got these, but I'll look up a spot and let you know at the end of this this video here. Then my daughter gave me these, and they're good for, I suppose if you were having a malt or something like that. I use them for my fruit smoothies. But they're really good. Or something that you wanted to, like iced tea, and you wanted to stir your sweetener in there. But they're a straw with that. And so that's good. And then a friend gave me, these are called bees wraps. And so these are supposed to work really good. Like say if I took a glass, and I didn't have a lid for it, I had a glass bowl. You're supposed to be able to shape this with the heat of your hand and go around the bowl, and it'll form down around it. Now, once they get a little older, they don't do that quite as well. I have some that I've been using for quite a while, and they're not working as well as they should. But I've seen more than just this brand. There's a newer one that I've found too. This one I like this one a lot, and it's just about done for, but this is great for if you're out to eat and you have a small, like a sandwich or a part of a sandwich that you want to take home, then you can wrap this up like so, put this over, and it's got a big wooden button, so you wrap your string around it, and then you wrap it around the button. I'm sure you get the picture, even though I'm fumbling with that, but that works really well. And this was another thing that I just started doing. I stopped buying plastic Ziploc bags, and I started saving the liners to crackers or cereal. I think this one must be cereal because it looks a little big for crackers, but anytime I want to put something in the fridge and I need some kind of an onion or something like that. Now I have some other options for that too, I'll show you in a minute. But I will fold down the top, and I'll use one of these kind of paper clip things, and that works really good. And they wash out easily. I've used these over and over. Now if a plastic bag finds its way into my house by someone else, then I will use it. But I don't go out and buy them. So, and I think the more we get people buying products that are not plastic or not wrapped in plastic, the more those will be used, and there'll be more companies doing it. Now this was a product, this is called Lunch Skins, and I found this at Target. And they little bags, like if you take your lunch or your kids, or you want a sandwich or a cookie or whatever you want to put in there, chips or things like that. You just fold the top down, and it comes with little stickers. So you just take one of those stickers off and stick it down. And I think I would probably use these for kids because they're not always good about getting things home. There are some other options, but this is one of them that you could use for lunches too. But you'd have to invest a little money, and I don't know if you want to give these to your kids if they're not really good about bringing everything home. But this is silicone, and this will last a long, long time, and so you can put lots of things, fruit, a sandwich would fit in there, this is another silicone product. This is a little bowl that is squishes down, but it has one of these lids that you push it down, push it down and get the air out of it. And you can't even push it down like that if you don't. If that's all it'll hold. I mean, if you got a small amount of stuff that'll fit in it like that, you can do that too. But it will fit on there. If you just go around the edges, you can get it on there. These are another item that I really like too. These are silicone again. They're called food huggers, like half an apple or a half of an orange or an onion or anything that's round that's about that size. There are several sizes of these. They work great. I use them quite a bit. Now this is one of those bigger avocado one, but there's a regular size one that I think I've got an avocado in it right now, a smaller one. But I have kept half of an avocado for 3 to 4 days, and there might be a little brown on the edge, but they're not bad. Once you get them sealed into this, you leave your seed in it, and of course it just fits right in there. And this little tiny one here, I thought, now what would you ever use that for? But it works for like a cucumber that you just maybe use half of or less, put it in there. I've used it for lemons or limes or even a banana. So all of these are nice products. And so these are things that I started out with. And from there I started finding things online. The first thing I found online, if you do anything very much on your computer, if you're on it very much, you're going to see ads and probably even like little commercials, video type commercials. But this one really caught my eye. This is called True Earth. It's just TRU Earth. This is a laundry detergent. So there's no bottle. It's just a little cardboard envelope. And the detergent, this is what it looks like. It's little sheets of detergent, and it's perforated down the middle. Half of this bigger sheet, this square, will do a regular load, but if you have a bigger load, use the whole square. And I love this. I've been using this for over a year, and I get, I think I get one of these a month. And you can sign up for, to get it regular. I think the first time I might have not done that. I've just said I want to try it before I do that. But it works great, and I like it. My machine is one of those that you're supposed to put your detergent in it has a little holding place to put your liquid detergent. And I thought, well, now how's this going to work? Because it won't run. If it's out of detergent, it will not run. So I decided, well, what could I do? I just fill it up with water. I just keep putting more water in there all the time, and then throw these in with the clothes, and it works wonderful. So then I got started looking for things online. That was just one company, and they have, the other thing that they have are these wool balls. So instead of softener, I'm not sure that this softens things as much as a softener does, but I think it's better for your clothes. It just fluffs them out a little bit. So I like those, and I don't like the heavily scented softeners, liquid softeners. So then I ran across this company called Mighty Nest, and I did sign up as a member, and for $11 a month, you get a product that they pick and send to you monthly, and you pay no more than $11, or it might be a little bit more, between 11 and 12, but it's maybe tax. And so these are some of the products that I've gotten from there that I did not order. Some of these I ordered, some of them I didn't, but I'm going to start showing you these. Now this is something I really like. These are little bamboo flatware, and there's even chopsticks, which I can't use, but maybe you can. So these are nice to take with you. They've got that little carabiner thing on there that you can hook on your purse or whatever, if you don't have rooms inside of your purse, which I run out of room. But great to go downtown to the festivals if we ever get to do that again. So comes in a neat little container, little pouch, and I think this is a brand name that I think I have seen in some stores, probably New Pie. Meliora. I always have to sound it out and read it when I read it. So Meliora, yes, even got it right back there. This is an oxygen brightener. So I don't buy, I'm saving. Think of all the plastic jugs you're saving by not using bleach and detergent. So this, this is probably pretty much compostable. The metal part you might be able to take off, but I think the cardboard, it says cardboard is recyclable and it's steel, so the whole thing's recyclable. I don't know if you have to take them apart or not. If somebody knows that, let me know. This is the same brand, and this is a gentle home cleaning scrub. Now, I've only used this once or twice on my counters, and it works fine. I've been using spray things and or just dishcloth that's soapy, and so, but I will use that. And this is a laundry powder from that same company. So I've only used this maybe once or twice, but just because I have the other ones, and I will try to use that up though too. This one I really like. This is my dish soap. It's like a bar of soap, only it's in a cylinder shape. So I just take and I don't do a lot of dishes like you do, like you probably don't either. Like, there's some things I just either wash them because I use them so often that I don't want to. With 2 people, we only run the dishwasher every 3 or 4 days sometimes. So, so I just put it. What was I going to say? Lost my train of thought. But this, I take my little sponge or whatever, dishcloth or whatever, and just rub it on here, and it lathers up good on your sponge. Or you can, if you've got I have a huge sink, so I don't fill the sink up. But if I've been baking and I've used a big mixing bowl or something, I'll fill that up with water, and you can just let the water run over this, and so you'll get some soap in your bowl and then wash. But it doesn't foam up in the water as much. I like it on my sponge though, it really foams up good. So I love this one a lot. Then we're back to laundry things. This is a laundry stain removal soap stick. It's just a little stick of soap, and so if you get a spot on your shirt, tomato juice or something, or tomato sauce, you're supposed to wet that spot and then rub this on that spot really good. So, and I've had good luck with that. So that goes with the laundry stuff. Oh, I was going to show you this is my last dish soap that I'm down to. It's about time to break open the new one here, but I just keep using it, and I'll use it all up here before long. You don't want to leave that sitting. I did this one time. It was more than this, but it wasn't a whole thing. And I stuck it in something with water in it, and thought, well, I'll come back and get it out in a minute. I didn't, and the whole thing just dissolved on me, so I kind of lost that. But so I learned a lesson anyway. This is this is a unscented all-purpose home cleaner. This is the actual, it's kind of a flaky soap, and you just put it in here and mix it with water and shake it up, and you've got a spray soap. So I use that quite a bit. And I'm going to show you some of my scrubbers that are, most of the stuff from this company, Mighty Nest, that does not come wrapped in plastic, and they give you glass bottles. So this is a little scrubber that it's made out of peach pits and peach pit powder and 100% cotton fabric. So you just wad it up in a ball, that's what they tell you to do, and then you scrub your pots and pans. And it works great. There's 2 of them in a box, so the other one I've got by my sink in the kitchen, so I just keep this one till I need it. Stick it back in here. And then I have another scrubber from Mighty Nest again. And this one these are made out of walnut shells. And these work really good too. I like these a lot. They came 3 in a package here. Little walnut shell scour pads. So there's no plastic. I used to use a plastic covered spongy like thing that was called Dobie, D-O-B-I-E, or Dobby, I'm not sure how they pronounced it, but I thought those were the best things, but this is much better and it's not plastic. So, and this one is a completely different brand. This is Norwex, and some of you may have gone to a Norwex party. They kind of specialize in those microfiber fabrics or cloths that you don't even need to use soap with because they have a antimicrobial, I think it's silver woven into the fabric. And those work really well too. But you have to, I think you can just get online and order them. But I've been to a couple of parties, it's been quite a while. But I'd still get emails from the people who were putting on those parties, not in their home, but the dealer. So then if I think of something I need from there, I can still order that. Oh, this is one more thing that I got from this Mighty Nest. It's just a pile of dishcloths, basically. But I use these, there's a couple things you can use them for. You can just use them for your napkins at home, so you're not wasting, this is not necessarily gonna stay plastic, except that napkins usually come in a plastic wrapper. But you could use them for that, or I use them instead of paper towels, because paper towels always come wrapped up in plastic. So I just keep these on the counter, and if I spill something on the floor and I want to wipe it up right away, I grab one of these, wipe it up, and then throw this in the laundry. So I don't want to use my dishcloth that I'm washing dishes with, so that's just a good, or any kind of a spill, you can grab these quick and wipe the spills up. Oh, this is something I forgot to tell you about. This would go better with the next series of things I'm going to show you. Feeling like I need to move a few things out of my way so you can see what this little jar here was for some other facial cream or something product that I used to use a long time ago. And I decided I love coconut. I love the scent. I like coconut oil I try not to cook with it because it's not really that good for you. Coconut oil is a great makeup remover. Now, I haven't worn much makeup for over a year now. Maybe someday we'll be wearing makeup again. But it softens your skin. It's also I can't think of, how do I say that? Anyway, I've had a massage therapist use this to massage because it microbial. Is that the right word? Anyway, I love this product, and I just save this little container and melt it and put it in there, and so I use that a lot. Now the last section here is, oh no, I have one more cleaning thing. This is a different company that I just started getting a few things from, and because this is the Grove Collaborative, and I only did this because I wanted to try different products. And this, I got a deal. You got a bunch of free stuff if you ordered a certain dollar amount. So, got this little metal bucket, which is great for like if you're carrying your cleaning things, supplies around and from room to room. One of these, the blue one is a window glass cleaner, and this one is just a all-purpose spray cleaner. And the actual cleaner comes in these little bottles, and it tells you, you know, glass cleaner on one and multi-purpose on the other. And so you just pour those in your bottle and fill them up with water, and you've got your cleaner. And then, so you just have to buy the refills when you're getting low. You want to get the. And they also had a sponge with walnut shell scrubber, and this one is non-abrasive and perfect for use on cookware, glassware, countertops, appliances. That's not what I wanted to read you. Made from brown walnut shells, recycled fibers, and plant-based cellulose. But this came in plastic. So that's one thing you need to watch. This was some of the free things. But I think if you are just careful about looking to see how things are packaged, you can avoid those plastic things. This 3 nice little masks came with this, and they're the kind that are adjustable on the side. And I really like these. I've been wearing the other 2. I haven't worn this one yet. So that was a good deal. And then I'm going to move on to, I'm going to move some of this stuff over to personal, maybe hygiene type products. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, the very first thing I did for several years, I just don't buy soap in a bottle anymore. I buy a bar soap. I love this one for sure, but there's all kinds of soap. You buy the ones that you want, and usually they're either in, I would try to find one that's not in a plastic kind of wrapper. This one's in a little box. This one's in paper. And I've also been using shampoo and conditioner that come in a box. This is the shampoo, and this, I love this one. This one really lathers up good. It doesn't have hardly any smell, but it's made with coconut milk and what else has got? Coconut oil, organic coconut oil, avocado oil, and coconut milk. So I really like that a lot. And this one, you can get, this is like the shape, but this one's been used enough that it's getting kind of short, but it is at least that tall when you get it new. So this, you can see I've used that. Actually, my husband and I are both, that doesn't look so bad, I guess. It's a little bit, maybe about a 1/2 inch off of that one. So there's no, and you can get a shampoo in this same bar, but then I thought, then how are you gonna know which is which when you're in the shower? If you get the same color and same, you have to figure out some way to do that, but as long as I'm doing this shampoo and this conditioner, it's pretty simple. Then I also use bamboo toothbrushes, and if you'll notice, this one is in plastic, but I have seen another site that sells them in a little cardboard box. So the next time I get bamboo toothbrushes, I will look for those again. Maybe I'll point that out at the end here of this video. And this is what I use for toothpaste. These are called, I don't know what they're called, but you chew them up. I just chew them in the front of my mouth, and then I get my toothbrush right there and just, and they have 2 kinds. They have one, they have they come in a little paper thing, but this came with the first order that I did. I wanted the jar that was just the right size. I was putting them in a bigger jar, but it didn't fit where I wanted it to fit in my bathroom cupboard. So I wanted this jar. So, and I think the this little jar is pretty full when you put the whole thing in there, but I'm getting down where I'm gonna need to order some more. But I love this. There's regular and there's the ones with fluoride in them. So if you need the fluoride, you can get fluoride. Okay, this is another thing that came from Mighty Nest. Most of these things, now the soap didn't. I'm sure they probably have soap too, but I've just gotten used to buying this locally. This is a little cardboard tubular box. These are Band-Aids, and they are made out of bamboo. And I'm thinking this might be made out of bamboo too. I'm not sure, even the container. The only thing I don't like about these is that they kind of fray around the edges, but I don't use that many Band-Aids. Now that I say that, I'll probably cut my finger or something, but anyway, that's a good product too. Okay, this is another thing from Mighty Nest, and I don't know if you can tell what that is, but it's dental floss in a little glass bottle with a metal top, and it's black. I've never seen black dental floss before, and it has the little cutter thing, a little rounded thing that you can pull your string and cut it. So then you can just order the refill, so you can keep your little container and not have to throw any plastic away. And this one was something really unique and different. I had been looking for a deodorant that didn't come in a plastic container, and I had tried some things that came in a little glass jar, and it was you just used your fingers and applied it, but it made me break out if I used it every day. So I didn't like that. And the name of this is Native. That's the name of the company. And so it says plastic free on here, deodorant, paraben free, aluminum free. This one happens to be lavender and rose, which is a nice scent. And you push up from the bottom, just put your thumb in there. And then I've found that it's better if you kind of hang onto it tight when you apply it. And then this one's going to slip right down. Now the one I'm using is coconut and vanilla. And sometimes I have to kind of tap it to get it to go down, but it works fine. And there's one, I've gotten 3 of them, and one it was an herbal thing. And when I smelled it, I thought, oh, that smells more like a man's cologne. So I gave it to my husband, and he's been using that one. And this one is, this is something you can buy, I think it's Etsy. A friend of mine who's a granny gave me this. It's a hand lotion. It's cacao lotion bar, sweet almond oil, cacao butter, beeswax, vanilla essential oil, rose petals, and love. And I will list the website so you can find that. But you just of course it's not liquidy, so you have to kind of get the warmth of your hand on there, and it feels really good. I mean, you kind of have to work it in there a little bit, but it's nice. I like it. And she does have it wrapped in saran wrap, but I don't know how else you would do it without it. And this is another point, that saran wrap is, if you wash it, and you can just put it, if you've got a pan of water or a sink full of soapy water, that's probably all you really need to do to wash that. You can recycle that with your plastic bags if you're still getting plastic bags. Take it to the grocery store, or those you can take your bread wrappers if you're buying bread in a plastic wrapper, or anything else that, like if you order things online, a lot of times things are in plastic bags. If it's a stretchy plastic that is recyclable at Hy-Vee's, I think Fairway still does it. I don't go to Fairway that often, but so those are good products there. And then I've got 2 more products here. This is from the Grove Company, this Grove Collaborative. This is ultra soft tissues. And these are made of sustainable, 100% sustainable bamboo. And it's just a clean, oops. They're not folded so they come out of here very easily, but maybe I just need to do something with them. But they're nice Kleenex. I haven't used many of these yet because I still had other boxes open around the house. Now I can't get it out. But I like the idea of using bamboo because it is sustainable. And you don't even have to replant it. It just comes back. It's a grass, so it regrows, and you can cut it down and use it for all kinds of things. And this is one other product that I really like that some of the grannies have been kind of handing these out to friends and trying to get people to realize that there is an alternative to plastic wrapped toilet paper. This toilet paper, this company is called Who Gives a Crap, and it's a funny name. It comes, each roll, it comes in a big box. You buy a whole box, 48 rolls, and I think it's just a little over $50, and that may be because of taxes or a little bit of a shipping fee. I'm not sure, but it does have no plastic. You can get either bamboo or you can get toilet paper made from recycled paper. So either way, you're saving. It's sustainable. The recycled paper, they do that all the time. Recycled paper is, I think it's one of the easier things to recycle. So I like this. It's good, and I've given a few of those away to different friends and neighbors, and just trying to get people to start thinking about. I used to buy toilet paper at Costco in this huge big thing, and then inside this big plastic wrap, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many there was, smaller, each one wrapped in plastic too. And I'm like, good grief, how much plastic do you need? So, and they said, somewhere I read that there are rules about you can't sell toilet paper that's not wrapped in some way. So, so they thought, well, we'll just do it in paper, and it works great.